Oh yeah.
Alright, so how we doing, gangy, fangy, you know, glizzy gobblers? I'm damn showing you real quick how to do a proper vehicle inspection. You got the top side, the engine bay. You got a bunch of important stuff there. We're also gonna check the bottom of the vehicle. You wanna check the suspension part of the vehicle. So you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All right. So let's go to the engine bay. There's a couple things you want to check. First of all, since the vehicle was recently brought here, we can't really examine the coolant. You have an overflow reservoir, but that won't tell us much. You're gonna check the oil real quick. That's super simple. If you don't know how to do a fucking oil check, you're dumb. You shouldn't have a car. You pull it out, you clean it up, and then you put it back in. This oil it's alright. There's a lot of different fluids. You can't check all of them. Some of you need special equipment like refrigerant to check the pressures. On your brake cap, you can see right here, right here, it says it's a DOT3 brake fluid. You don't really want to expose this to the oxygen because the brake fluid's going to absorb humidity, but I did that just to show y'all because this guy's terrible with the camera, so you couldn't get a good shot. And it's already black. Usually you want it clear because that's how it comes in the bottle, so you can tell it's already all bad. Check this shit out, wait. Whoever, I don't know who the previous guy working on this was. Who the fuck did this shit? Like, this is insane. This is a cold air intake. This is not supposed to have any of this. If you don't know, this is not, this is like, I mean, it works, but if I own this vehicle, I would replace that immediately. You see that? How it's moving?
Boy, if you don't get...
So, you don't want to have that much play in your terminal. You want to tighten this up. These, well, I would replace these, but tighten them up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Boom! It looks very oily in here. Something's going on. This is the power steering fluid reservoir. So around this power steering, you can see on the reservoir, it's black, so you can't get a good shot on the phone. You see all that dirt? That is power steering leaking out of the reservoir, and then over time, dirt is accumulating on that. So I would replace the reservoir. This is the valve cover, and then the valve cover gasket is leaking. You can tell it's dripping onto the refrigerant line.
Oh.
Yeah. Roly, can you show us how to open this intake up real quick? 1, 2.
Alright, bro, hold on. I couldn't forget.
No, he got it. Nah, if you got it, you got it.
Fuck with.
So this is the clean side. You want to make sure you get the good side when you're checking the filter. Real quick, easy. How to right there. Overall, I'm not seeing too many problems around here. You know what I'm saying? All right, before you lift any vehicle, you want to make sure you do the right shit or you're going to kill yourself with wheels. You got to make sure they're chucked. You know what I'm saying? You don't want that shit rolling. You got 3 pedals, 1 accelerator, brake, and then you got a tiny little pedal. So this is the plastic fender. You don't want to jack on this. This is going to fuck your shit up. A lot of vehicles have this seam. You can lift it from here. They'll have a little cutout. They'll have one on the front side. Yeah, this one, it has them right here, but you can tell that it's been lifted a lot from this side because it's already bent up. Jack is not touching on the plastic, where it is slightly, you know, whatever. I'm not perfect, whatever. The actual weight of the vehicle is on the lip of the jack, on the jack base. Y'all see that? That's how you want to get that shit. You know what I'm saying? You want to put a jack stand or a tire, but a brick works too. But a brick can break, you know? So I don't recommend it, but it's all we have. So we're gonna do it.
I don't know that's where you fucking jacked up cars from.
Trust me, way.
I don't trust you.
This solid base, that's the frame of the vehicle. That is the chassis. If you jack it on that, you're gonna fucking bend the floorboard or something. Alright, so you jacked it up and you think you're all the shit, right? But you ain't. You ain't the shit. I'm the shit. Come check this shit out. Here, you can see the strut. Check this shit out. Shit, this is oil on the fucking shock. When the shocks start leaking oil, you know it's bad.
This is the lower control arm. Right here, tie rod in, inner tie rod, rack and pinion, sway bar link, sway bar, strut. These, you want to shake them if they have a lot of play, they're bad. You can also see the bushing of the sway bar link. You see that's loose. When the bushings start cracking, they're bad. You want to replace that. Tie rod looks good. Lower control arm is cracked. You can see that right there. AC compressor is very oily.
All right, you want to make sure you lift up the car and you want to get the wheel and you want to shake it. That is the wheel bearing having play in it. So at that point you want to replace the wheel bearing. Yeah, we also got to get the brakes, but we're not going to be able to get a good shot of that, right? You can see the rim, they curved it a bit, and whoever drives this
Previous owner.
doesn't know how to drive it.
Previous owner.
Customer states previous owner. Alright. I know what you said. Jack down the vehicle. We're gonna do it correctly. But that's this side. That's the front right side. So you're sitting in the driver's seat. This is the right side of the vehicle. Front right side. This is just the opposite side of what we just did. You can also grab the tie rod and shake it. It's got a little bit of play actually. So this tie rod is starting to give out. You can feel the play on it. But we go further up here, you can see on the rack and pinion, the hydraulic lines are leaking way. Right over here, the engine oil pan is also leaking. The connector is getting wet from the oil. This is the transmission side. You can see that it's also leaking. We have checked the front engine bay, obviously the only engine bay, and we checked the front suspension. We'll get to the rear, but I just want to give a quick breakdown of what we found on the vehicle. So on the top side, we know the cold air intake is bad. We know that we gotta change the battery terminals because those are loose, and the brake flush, and the power steering reservoir. We know that both sway bar links are bad. We gotta replace those. We know that the tie rod on one side is bad. We'll just replace the tie rods on both sides, and that would also include a recommended alignment because it could come bad. Even if you do the old style, I count it 5 times that you twist it and then count it 5 times, that doesn't work. All right, both front struts are bad. We do need to replace those. Band-Aid, you want some?
Where's them? 0 sugar.
Oh, I got them somewhere.
Those shits are good.
So yeah. See all that play? That the wheel bearings on both sides of the front also need to be replaced. On top of that, we also have the engine pan, gasket, we have the rack and pinion, and we have the transmission pan also all leaking. Those, I'm gonna do a little list here of components. This is the price. This is so far what it would cost without any labor. Oh my god! I haven't done it in my head, but I'll look up the parts. Alright, so here we're in the rear suspension. Looking at all the bushings, looking at the strut, looking at the shock. The strut is back here. It all looks good. Differential doesn't look to be leaking. I'm not gonna inspect the fluid right now. To be honest, it all looks fine. I don't like recommending a lot of stuff. Sometimes, because it's like I already quoted the customer for all this, and then it's like you're trying to upsell like a tiny thing, you know? I wouldn't recommend anything on the rear. Front shocks, good thing I recommended them.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Shots of the inside. So,
since we're in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, we ain't got no fucking service, so.
Say what you told Roly.
My scanner.
Those pictures of his what? Of his inside?
Look, man. My scanner is an internet scanner apparently, so I could not check the codes on the vehicle. That's an L for me, L mechanic, big bumfuck by me. That's it. Was it good? Leave me a rating of 1 to 10. But don't comment if it's under 9. We skipped a whole lot in the list. That's it.